Hello everyone. We would like to briefly present our current findings and concepts on how performative events, for example plays, music theater, dance, and corresponding mixed forms, can be created with 3D audio that is staged for 2 ears. For 2 ears, yes, this is meant literally in the sense that we are now asking you, the person who is watching this video right now, to use headphones. Also, in our 3D audio performances, we equip the whole audience with headphones. That is the basic idea. We equip the audience each time with headphones. Only this way can the following 3D mechanisms be listened to and understood. We expect nothing less than a complete turning upside down of the staging situation, the narrative perspectives, as well as the possibilities of spatial acting and extreme intimacies. In other words, ultimately a completely unique aesthetic of a form of performance. If you have your headphones on now, let's check it out. Now you should hear me on the right side. Now on your left. Does it work? Then let's start. In the basic conceptual situation of our 3D sound performance, we start from a situation that we have already successfully tested with our 3D live concert with the Munich Philharmonic Orchestra. In the midst of the stage action is a living microphone, that is, a person marked in red, for example, who is wearing a binaural microphone in his ears.
Technisch funktioniert das folgendermaßen. Das sind 2 Mini-Mikrofone, eins in meinem linken Ohr, eins in meinem rechten Ohr. Und alles, was ich hier unten mit diesem binauralen Mikrofon aufzeichne, wird in Echtzeit auf Ihren Kopfhörer übertragen. Ich stehe stellvertretend für Sie hier unten auf der Bühne, sozusagen mitten in der Musik. Und Sie hören, was ich höre. Und auf diese Weise machen wir das eigentlich Unmögliche möglich. Sie hören durch die Ohren einer fremden Person.
In the very first and smallest laboratory situation of a few hours, we were able, for example, to turn the living microphone into a mute protagonist in a musical theater scene. Here you can not only experience how spatially differentiated individual sounds can be perceived in all directions, but also how directly you are in the protagonist's most intimate space. While here on the rehearsal stage we created very basic 3D situations of a theater scene at short notice with a few specially written lines by the theater author Raffaele Barduschi, this time the stage-looking stick puppet with the fat head has the microphones in its ears. We listen through its ears.
Sag mal, so ein Fall. rate ich einfach immer gerne zu einer Liechtensteiner Familienstiftung. Das Schöne an so einer Stiftung ist, dass sie in Liechtenstein ist. Und dort ermöglicht es einem die Rechtsprechung, dass man den Kontoinhaber vom Vermögen völlig trennt. Keine Verbindung. Gibt es da drüben noch Fragen?
Ja.
Nein.
Schön. Also das
Verzeihen Sie.
Elegante an dieser Liechtensteiner Familie.
What exactly are the key findings here? Similar to the music theater scene, the distinctly recognizable voices are interesting here for narrative purposes. It can be guessed that parallel dialogues can be captured at will or simultaneously, depending on the focus of the viewer.
Flexibler am europäischen Rechtsverkehr teilnehmen kann. Ich empfehle in so einem Fall immer eine britische Holding, die ihren Briefkasten dann in Irland.
Unlike usual, the actors here can play for themselves with their backs to the audience, as if in a bubble, or acoustically narrate separate spaces in parallel.
Auf den Caymans, den Bahamas oder auch in Panama gründen. Ich gebe Ihnen mal diese Zettel mit Schrift drauf.
If you spontaneously put the microphone setup on a dancer, the event turns again into a highly aesthetic pleasure. An experience that thinks of space, body, and sound in completely different hierarchies than usual. In principle, all existing stories, materials, and contents can be staged as 3D sound performances after dramaturgically clever selection and lead to completely new interpretations. At the same time, new texts and stage forms become desirable, in which the 3D situation is already inscribed from the ground up. We sound artists act in our 3D audio projects as idea finders, curators, concept artists, directors, sometimes also as stage performers. We are responsible for the project at the interfaces between conception, interpretation, and performance. At the same time, we are open and interested in collaborations and networking with artists from all fields. In any case, the experience we have gained in this field over the last few years promises great artistic potential.